Hey there, it's April. It is Tuesday, February 2nd. It's Groundhog Day. I don't know if Groundhog Day is a thing outside of the United States, but it is here. So if you're from outside of the US, comment and let me know. But Groundhog, I think he saw his shadow, which means 6 more weeks of spring, which I find funny because we have 6 more weeks of spring anyway. But apparently when he sees his shadow, it's going to be, cooler than usual. But I don't know, maybe here in Idaho, we're headed for something else. I'm anxious for spring because I'm ready to get in the garden. But until then, I have plenty of other things to do. And what I'm actually doing right now, I'm going to show you, is I grow radishes. In fact, let me show this to you here. This is actually the result of a radish going to seed. They grow into these little pods. So what I did, and not on purpose, is I planted a radish seed. And I have some here. Let me show them to you. So these are radish seeds. They're really small. And I'll move the camera again. So I planted radish seeds last summer or spring, because you grow them in the spring. And a few of them I didn't pull, just missed them or was too busy doing other stuff. And they went to seed. And so I don't know if I have any pictures of that, but it's kind of fun to watch because they grow, you know what a radish looks like, and it's got the little top. They grow really tall and they get flowers on them, and then those flowers get pollinated and they turn into these little seed pods. So imagine that tall radish. So I have this entire little box here full of radishes. I mean, out of this I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, a handful of seed pods. I mean, there's a few more on here, but you'll get about a handful, and there are tons. Now, I think I had 3 radishes go to seed. So all of this is from 3 radishes. And I think I'm going to do it again, especially if once I plant these seeds, I'm keeping them in this old cottage cheese container with the seeds that I just showed you. If these do really well, I think I'm going to let some of them go to seed, and then I can save a little bit of money by harvesting my own. Now, it is a bit tedious because what I have to do, let me check this one here. Oh yeah, there's a few more seeds in this one. You have to break them open. I'll start with a big one here. So I'm taking this big one, and there's probably a better way, but I'm kind of crushing it in my fingers, and I've got 2 parts to it. So let me set this down. Well, this one's being tricky. But if I open it up, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see? There's a little seed inside of there. So I just dump it out, and I'm putting it in my old yogurt container. Now I'll try this one. I'm opening it up, and look at all of those seeds. So this was sitting in my garage for a long time, still on the long stalks and just in a box. And I finally, a couple of weeks ago, went and just cut off these bigger or little sections and threw them in here. They've been sitting in the house. So what I decided to do, since I can't actually get out in the garden, it's a little too cold for this stuff, and I don't have a greenhouse or hoops or anything, I thought, well, I can at least finish this up, and I'm planting my garden. So I think this week what I'm going to do is some garden videos. I am going to share my seed collection, but this afternoon I have to start my onion seeds. I'm so excited. And here, I'll actually show you this. So here on my table, I also have some stuff. I have the heat mat that I bought on Amazon a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I still need to order one more, but I'm gonna need this today. And then I have all of these old strawberry containers. Oh, I have more seeds. Look at that, more seeds. The strawberry containers that have the little holes in them. These are good because they have drainage in them. I have this old, like a lunch came in it, and I'll put some, actually what I will do is just, I'll cut this in half, and I will just set this inside of here so that the water just drains, because you need a container to catch all that water. So I think that's what I'll do with this. And then I also have, look at these seeds too that are here in a minute. I have all of my old little flower containers. Now these are the ones I got last year at the nursery that I went to just buy some already planted things. I started my own seeds last year, but I also bought some from the garden center. So I have some of these left. I have a bunch of these. I also have this little greenhouse. Now, these holes were because they had these little expandable, I don't know what they are. I forgot what they're called. Not peat pots, but they're really flat, like just a little flat, round circle. And once you soak them in water, they expand and they get big and they become a little planter. And then you start your seed in that, and then you're supposed to be able to transplant the whole thing into the ground. That's what this is for. I am going to end up using this to, you know, just take some of the seeds, because I'm going to start a ton of them, stick this in here, and then you put the dome on it, and it creates a little greenhouse effect. So it'll turn out like this, and then I will put these on heat mats or under the lights. I'm going to set up that area today too. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I have this big tray right here. This is just a plastic tray that, you know, all of these will go into. Now, these are dirty. They are dirty. You should never, ever start seeds in dirty trays. So I have to soak these. I have a plastic, like one of those storage bins that's about 6 or 8 inches tall. I'm going to fill that up with hot water and a little bit of bleach. Well, I think I'm going to do hot water and soap it first, and then I'm going to scrub them out, get them clean, and then I'm going to soak them in bleach for a little while. And then I'm going to rinse them, and then they'll be ready for planting in. So I'm looking at this, and I hope I have more in the garage. But if I don't, I have to go buy some more seed starting trays, because I have tons and tons of seeds. So trying to decide what I should do. Let me think. Hold on a second. Okay, so what I was trying to decide is if I was going to go ahead and show my garden seeds in this video, if I should just share, you know, I think I will just share a few of these here. These are seeds from last year. And, oh no. Check this out. I think those are radishes. Look. One of my bags opened, and there we go. It's all over. I am pretty sure these are radish seeds, but they're definitely not carrot. Yeah, they've got to be radish seeds. But I was trying to decide if I should share all of my seeds with you right now, or what I should do. And what I think I'm going to do, because I'm on a bit of a time crunch, it's about, I think the clock says noon. The way the lighting's hitting the clock, I can't really see it. So what I'm going to do is bring some of my stuff from outside into the house for my seed starting area. I will show you where I had it last year. You know what? I may have to put it there again. I'm not sure. I have to figure this out, but I need a seed starting area. That may mean our living room gets rearranged again, but I think instead of showing the seeds, I will actually just show you how I'm going to set this up and get that all ready. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do though is start getting these into some bleach solution so that they can get cleaned and hopefully I can find some more of that. So in today's video, that's what I'm going to do, I think. Anyway, I think that's what I'm just going to go with it. So I have to leave about 3. My daughter has an appointment. My son had one this morning. And so let me figure out how I'm going to set everything up, and let's get started. Okay, I am back in the kitchen and on the tripod again because I just need 2 hands to do what I'm doing. So here is, I guess I need to move this down. This is the box that I found in my garage. So let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, I've got more pots. So this bushel and berry basket, I actually planted 1 blackberry, or no, blueberry. This was my blueberry. Let me actually move this up. I'll just show you guys everything. Yeah, I kind of like that better. I'll sit down right here. And hopefully you can see me. I know the camera's adjusting. There, so this was for my blueberry last year. I need to get 2 more blueberries. That's going to be a big purchase. I've got some more of these little ones. I'm going to start sticking them in here. And I do save these little tags because they do make good planter, identification tabs. I'm going to have to fill that with more water. I save these, and I was going to use these as planters, which I could, but I saw another hack where you can cut them into strips and use them as plant labels. So those are kind of pricey too, because they're like $10 at the Dollar Tree. Not $10, $1 for 10 or 12 at the Dollar Tree. So not bad, but when you're planting a lot, it does add up. And my cat's coming back. I do have 2 more of these hose nozzles. And they're purple. I'd have loved them in bright blue, but purple's good too. Oh yeah, look at this. I've got another one. This one has soil in it. I'm going to dump that. Oh, isn't this cute? I don't know where I got this from, but I have this. And it has a little plastic bottom in it. Oh, that's interesting. I do have more. Oh my, yes, I have tons more of these. I'm glad I looked. Definitely these ones. Is that a dead spider in there? No, I don't know. I might throw those ones out. Not because I think there's a dead spider in there, but because they're kind of flimsy and it looks like there was some sun damage to them. They melted a little bit. Oh yeah, look, I've got more. Rocks. Probably my daughter. Oh, I know what these are from. Well, look at that. My daughter painted these when COVID first hit. And I think we had actually meant to go put these out in the open space area behind us so that people could find some cheerful rocks. You know what? I was waiting to get that coating. There's this clear coating you can spray over them. I don't know what it's called, but I think that's what I was waiting for. I totally forgot about it. What else do I keep in here? I've got this anemone. Now this is from Dollar Tree from last year, and they're the little bulbs, I guess you call them. Full sun to partial shade. I'm going to try planting these. I don't know when to plant them, so I'll have to look it up, but good, I'm glad I came in here. Found my shovel. Do you know how many times I have looked for a shovel, even recently, and couldn't find one? It is caked with dirt. I have not taken good care of it, so I need to clean that really good. A bag of marigold seeds, which is really nice. And I have a couple of drop cloths and shower curtain liners. Now these I use for different things, and maybe I'll talk about that in another video. All these bags from Dollar Tree, I hope they come out with them again. They're not great quality, but I was able to fill these with weeds. I was able to fill them with different things. They're just big bags, huge bags. I do have some extra plant labels. I'm going to soak those so I can use those. My garden tape. So it's just pretty I don't know what kind of material this is, but it won't hurt the plants if I use it. My pruner shears. I think I had a video where I was trying to find these. I don't know if I posted it yet. Maybe not. Yay! So I have enough of these to get started. I will want a couple of actual seed starting trays. I thought I had more because I'm going to be starting a ton of stuff. I have flowers. I'm going to be starting onions, hot peppers today and tomorrow. And then in the next few weeks, I'm going to be starting tomatoes and more peppers and, oh my goodness, I don't even know what I have downstairs. Some things you sow directly into the ground, like carrots and radishes, beets, some other stuff. Now, the truth is I've never had a beet. I've never tasted beets. And I'm really not all that interested in trying it, but last year my daughter wanted to grow them, and I have some beet seed, and then I got some free beet seed, and I figured, well, I can devote a little bit of space in the garden to see if we like it. And then I have a neighbor who loves beets, and I'm going to give her my extra seed packets for that. So that's that. So I have this stuff, all of that soaking. The next step for me is to go outside and start bringing in, I have a 3-tiered metal rack that I want to bring in, and I will use that to put my seed starting trays on. I'm hoping to find a mini greenhouse. Last year I found a mini indoor greenhouse for like $20, and I'm kicking myself for not buying it. And it had 4 or 5 levels on it. It was probably as tall as I am, maybe a little bit shorter because it's not hard to be taller than I am. But I didn't. It had even a zippered cover over it, and it was really cool. That would have been awesome for indoor seed starting. If I see that, in fact, I'm getting garden fever. Maybe after my daughter's appointment, I'm going to run to the store and see if they've got one. Let's hope. Or I can look on Marketplace too. Facebook Marketplace might have something. But anyway, for now, we're going to go outside and see what I've got, and I'll take you guys along. All right, so I grabbed my plastic container here, and I have some of my trays soaking in the water. This one I'll have to soak several times, flip it a few times, but this is just water, hot water, and basic H from Shackley, and I just have it soaking in here for a little while. I'm going to go do some other things, come back, scrub these out. I'll flip this too in a little bit. And then I'm going to fill it with hot water and a little bit of bleach, and I'm going to let them soak. I will have to soak these in the garage when they're in the bleach solution. For some reason, cats like the taste of bleach, which is really odd to me because it's deadly. But so I will soak these with the bleach inside the garage, and just, again, this has no bleach in it right now. And I'll take it over to the other counter. And this is my larger tray. It would not fit in that plastic bin. So I have this soaking right now. This is going to take a lot of soaking, and then I will figure out how to bleach this one, but this one will also get bleached, and then these will be ready. Right now I'm going to go to the garage and see if I can find any more of these plastic containers. If I don't have any more, then I know I need to stop by the garden center, or Home Depot, or Lowe's, or even Walmart, and get some more seed starting trays, because I'm sure I'll be starting seeds in the hundreds this year. That's not an exaggeration. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, I'm in my garage now, and my shelf here has my garden stuff. So this bottom shelf is all paint. I do save my old vinegar jugs because, look at this, last year I made my own apple cider vinegar. I won't drink this vinegar, but I will use it for laundry or garden or things like that. What else do I have on the shelf? I have some of my decorative canning jar, what do you call these? They're like tea light holders. I use the battery operated tea lights in those. I have 2 gallons of homemade apple cider vinegar. That's my daughter's chalk. So that's all there. The ice cube trays are not for gardening. They are just extra. Our ice maker stopped working on the refrigerator or the freezer, and then we got the fridge fixed and now it works again. So this is my garden shelf, and there's another garden shelf. And then the other stuff is just, I don't know, other things we need in the garage. I don't have my tripod, so let me see what I can do one-handed. Oh, look, I do have this transplant kit, and it looks like it's this, oh, I forgot what the stuff is called. They're biodegradable pots, fiber grow. Can't think of the word, but that's what this is. So this is actually really good. I'm glad I have that. And then I've got this container here. Bunch of garden gloves. Oh yeah, look, I've got more of these. Let me just take this whole thing into the house and then I'll see what I've got and I'll be right back. Okay, that was a lot of work. So I have hand washed all of the containers I'm going to use that I have. Forgot to wash the blueberry one, but I'll get that done. And so this is a bleach water solution that I have these soaking in for a little bit. And these tubs were heavier than I thought to carry. So instead of putting it in the garage, I'm just going to cover it with the other one so the cats can't get to it. And then when those are done soaking and they're rinsed, then I will continue. And then I will have enough containers to start my onions and my peppers. It's already 2 o'clock. I'm not sure if I'll have time to start them this afternoon, but if not, I can do them later this evening and if I feel like it, or even tomorrow morning, because both kids are at school because it's Wednesday. So anyway, I'll be back in a little while.